whatever about the previous chapter. Nobody knew. Well, I got the question right only because she gives us like a list of what the questions on the quiz is going to be about. And I was seeing a word, I'm like, I'm not familiar with that word. I don't remember going over that in the chapter. So I Googled what it was. And I was like, yeah, we definitely didn't go over this last. So guys, I got my hair cut. My friend went to this lady in Grand Prairie and got a silk press, honey. And that lady did her hair so good. I'm just really excited about working in this doctor's office. I have a good academic transcript to where when I go for my next program, so it don't matter. But anywho, and I have another mirror anyway. But yeah, because that's what I have to use my vacation time for my primary job in order to go in. And I don't want to use all my vacation time on that. And the days that I'm off, even on holidays, the days that I'm off at the bank, you know, because it's a federal holiday, the doctor's office is still open. So I take advantage of that on those days as well. And I've also have been invited to join, it's called, I don't want to get the name wrong, so let me see what it's called. It is an organization that uses Greek letters to represent itself, to the point where I thought it was like a fraternity or sorority. I said, oh no, baby, I don't pledge anything but big God. You feel me? But anywho, I was like, I don't want to pledge anything. Like, that's not, what's my password? You know, I don't want to pledge anything. So I did more research on it, and it is called, let me bring it up. Okay. That is not what I need. There we go. I'm like, what am I looking for? Okay, this is what it is. It is Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I seen Phi Theta Kappa. I'm like, hold on, I ain't about to pledge nothing. But then again, I'm like, Phi Theta Kappa. That don't sound like, I know the I think they called the something non. I know those, and Phi Theta Kappa don't sound like any of those. So anyways, I had to do my research. I'm like, not only that, but like they are those are usually with universities, and I'm not at a university yet. But this is what the organization is. It is an honor society. So it's pretty much, if you have a certain GPA, they reach out to you and they just ask if you want to be a part of their society, their organization. And you do have to pay dues. So it's a one-time fee. It's just a one-time fee. And I did pay the one-time fee after I did my research, and I made sure it ain't like nothing I have to pledge or anything like that. I did pay for the membership, and it comes along with a lot of academic advancements you can put on your resumes. Jobs love this. They help you build so many skills. They have you, even it says right here, diverse career paths and network of supportive peers, scholarships. Like, that was one of the main reasons I did it for, was scholarships and for the diverse career paths. Okay, because I'm going to need all of that. I'm going to need it all. And I want opportunities everywhere. So I did join. I paid my dues as of yesterday. And I have been exploring on here. They have so much stuff on here that I really like. Not even when it just comes to the scholarships, but just they have online courses to where you can advance your career path, but just, you know, like introducing you into the health field. That was one of them. And I'm actually in the process of doing that now. And you can even use those as credits for some schools. The schools that it listed isn't a school that I have ever been looking at or looking into, but it's still a good to know, right? Like, even some schools will accept these courses as a credit towards, you know, whatever degree or plan that you choose to go to. So I was really happy about that. And I'm like, I'm going to use that to my advantage, even if I can't transfer that credit over to the school that I do actually end up going to. I'm perfectly fine with that. Just having that extra information and extra knowledge and extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm perfectly fine with just leaving it here and not being able to advance it to another school. So, yeah. And I am going to once you win, you win. I don't think that there's a way to get kicked out, maybe unless you like misuse something or you bring dishonor to the society. Maybe you get all type of. Let me show y'all. If I can find what I'm looking for, you get all type of tassels, like you like, I guess let me show you here. You see how she has this thing around this thing here? You can buy those. You can earn those depending on like what you do within the organization. You can earn these. You can buy them. The thing she has around her neck. I want to show y'all the picture of the girl who had like so many. This tassel, you get a free tassel for graduation. So I get that in the mail, whenever it comes. It's a girl who, where did I see her at? I want to say maybe the Instagram page. She had so many things around her neck of so much stuff that she earned. So just the knowing that I can do that and I can have that and I can put that on my resume. I can put that on my registration when I register for nursing school, right? I can put that on my thing. I can put that on my thing when I go for CRNA school. I can put that on there. The fact that I'm a part of these organizations just shows, okay, yeah, she's going above and beyond because she didn't have to join the organization. She could have did the bare minimum, and yet she went further than the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? So, and just imagine if one of these people that is a part of this society or organization is at a company that I want to be a part of. And I can reach out to one of them and say, hey, can I need a recommendation letter? They're going to do it. You can even get recommendations on this thing. Like there's a part for just recommendation letters. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was just happy that they reached out to me. And then come to find out when mind you, I told you guys that I went to, my sister said I've been in corporate too long because the way I talk. Mind you, I told you guys, I don't talk like that. Mind you, I told y'all, that's how I talk. I told y'all that I went to business school at the University of Phoenix. And come to find out, there was an organization that reached out to me then also. And I was like, I wonder if I can still be a part of that society, that organization. And I am still a part of that society and organization, though I'm not even with the University of Phoenix anymore. Again, once you pay I had to pay dues with that one too. Once you pay your dues, you that it is what it is. So this is this one. I want to go to the home page. I don't want to log in. I just want to go to the home page. Sheesh. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, this is the home page. And I became a part of this organization back in 2021 and never even thought to take advantage of all of the stuff that they even have. Never thought to take I started it and I just didn't finish it. I started just didn't finish it because I'm like, well, this was 2021. Y'all know I didn't even finish business school in 2021 because of just some stuff I was going through in life. But I'm still a part of this organization. I can still take advantage of the scholarships and everything that is a part of this organization. I just logged in yesterday just to see if I was still a part, like, you know what I'm saying, what I got to do, what I need to do in order to continue this membership. Come to find out, I'm still a part of it. Once you pay, you in. So I still have these resources, you know what I'm saying, and scholarships available for this. I Googled the difference between the two. This one is the number one leading organization, society in the U.S. right? And then this one is international. So this one is just the leading in US. This one is international. So there is traveling opportunities with this as well. Again, you go as far as you want to go within the organization. So I signed up for both. You can be a part of both of them at the exact same time. So imagine me getting scholarships for this and this. You know what I'm saying? Imagine me getting recommendation letters from this and this. Girl, stop playing with me. When I figured, and this was just all yesterday that I did the research and figured it out. Just yesterday. Imagine the opportunities that I can have getting a recommendation letter from both of these companies. I feel like that will greater my chance of getting into nursing school. That would greater my chance of jobs. That would greater my chance of CRNA school. You know what I'm saying? Like, go just imagine the events that they have. I'm going to the events, meeting people, networking. You know what I'm saying? Just networking. I'm doing it. Most definitely. Absolutely. I am doing it, y'all. Like, I'm doing it. I have been an introvert long enough. I just feel like I've been an introvert far too long that it's time for me to really step out there, meet some people, shake some hands. You know what I'm saying? Network with people. I just feel like I was just so happy when I figured this out yesterday. And they also do Greek letters as well. It might just bring me back to the home page. Yeah. They do Greek letters also. Period. What that say? Since 2021. University of Phoenix. Lie for what, honey? Like, I'm telling you. So just to know that this was also a honor society as well. Just be like, okay, like it just, I don't know, like it's so motivating. It's so inspiring for myself. It's just so motivating and inspiring. And I'm happy I'm still a member. I'm happy that I can still take advantage and access of all of this stuff. Look, this is where I stopped at. I did this, I did this, I did this, and this is where I stopped at. My induction is next. I got to do 3 success networking team like program, not programs, but they're like meetings, and I have to do 3 of them and like submit some type of paperwork after all 3 of them. And once that is checked marked, I can go to induction and be inducted into I don't know what. Maybe it's like official, you're official, a part of the program or something. I don't know. But I've stopped here. And then once it's like I got a network, I'm like, I'm an introvert, right? I'm like, oh, I don't want to go meet people. I don't want to go talk to people. I don't want to do any of that. But I'm like, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's 2026 now. It's 5 years later. Well, it's a little less than 5 years, but it's almost 5 years later. I am much more of a I'm not, should I say, not much more of an extrovert. I am much less of an introvert. That's better. And so I'm ready to do my networking. I've already set up my networking sessions, all 3 of them. And then I'm ready to move on to the next step. I'm ready to take advantage of all of this. See, like I can get access to these by adding them on, which is like you have to pay like extra for these two. And I actually might one day because who's to say, what opportunities those can bring. Not executive leadership, but advanced leadership certification. I might just do that. But anywho, I'm trying to get to the part where it tells you what Greek letters they use. Okay, I had to log out. It was giving me only member FAQs, but I had to log out in order to find where I actually seen it at. Here we go. So theirs is Sigma Alpha Pi. So, and it just says that those are just Greek letters that they use to represent themselves. And from what I've seen on Google, it says that they do not go by the typical they do not go by the typical Greek organization standards or nothing like that. They don't do none of that. So yeah, that is why I did start. So, anywho, I say all of that to say so much better that even when I was in business school and I was doing it 100% by myself, I would just reach out to the teachers if I had any questions about the courses. And I barely ever did that because it was kind of, it wasn't hard. They told you what to do. You just had to do it to the best of your ability. And they graded you on it, right? And just to know I did so good at that I got offered to join this organization and I did. I joined it at that time and I'm still a part of it. And then to know that I'm doing such a good job at this school that I got an offer to join this company and I did as well. So it kind of like, like gave me motivation that I'm doing such a good job. Like keep going. Don't get discouraged because you wish that you had a better professor. You know what I'm saying? It's like just take advantage of these. If you want to learn more, do more, there's so much stuff that the actual school itself offers to the point where if you really need that much help, go to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to, just keep doing what I'm doing. That's all I can really say is I need to switch hands for this coffee, honey. I'ma just keep learning to the best of my ability and take advantage of these programs. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm happy that they came. And by the grace of God, I'm always gonna say by the grace of God that because you can actually reach out to them and you can apply. You can like fill out an application, but the fact that they came to me, I didn't have to go to them and apply. They came to me, and I've been talking to y'all about scholarships. The mission is to get as many scholarships as possible, as many grants as possible, and to not have to get student loans. That's to end school, to graduate from school, and to have as less student loans as possible. Will I get student loans if push comes to shove and it is mandatory? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But the mission is not to, right? The less money to pay back. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I just want to share that with y'all also. I was really happy when I got the email because I'm just like, who is this people? Who is this company? Why are they reaching out to me? And then I seen the Greek letters and was like, oh no, absolutely not. I'm good. It's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't see nothing wrong with it for the people who like to pledge, but I'm just not a pledging person. That's just not, it just doesn't align with who I am. So I was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do that. And then I kind of thought about it. I looked at the name and I'm like, Phi Theta Kappa. That don't sound like nothing like, like nothing I've ever heard of at all. And I'm like, and I'm at a community college. I ain't at no university. So, whoa. And it made me just do more research. And then that's when I'm like, oh, maybe I should take advantage, like because they're partnered with so many schools also. And just, I need the help. And they're here to help. You have to do some work though. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some meetings you have to go to. There are some networking stuff that you have to do. You have to show up and be available for events and present yourself, and you know what I'm saying, and just imagine having contacts in your phone. Imagine meeting somebody that works in a department that you want to get into, at a hospital you want to work at, and then just networking with them, and they be like, when you ready to get hired, reach out to me. Just text me and tell me you put in an application and I'll take it from there. Imagine me and somebody like that. And you're like, man, I thought I was going to have it hard getting into the medical field. But just showing up to one of these meetings, you meet somebody that just be like, girl, I got you. My cousin work in that department. My uncle, my aunt, my mom work in that department. I got you. I got you. And you can meet up with that person. You can have a good relationship with that person to where even if they know somebody in a different state, like, yeah, my mom works at the hospital in California. Yeah, just apply. I'm going to tell her. And it's just like having that type of resource, having those resources is very important. And I'm like, being an introvert, it doesn't do me. Matter of fact, being an introvert has done me some good, and it will continue to do me some good. I don't be in no drama. I don't be in no, and negativity does not harbor and fester around me. So being an introvert, you know what I'm saying, has actually done me some good. And when it's necessary, I love to like come out, party, have a good time. When I say party, I mean like party with family. Like go over a family member or friend's house, party at their house, and then come back home. When I say I like the party, that's what I mean. I do like to go out and do stuff, museums, out to eat, eating events, and like all type of stuff like that. I like to do all of that, but eventually I want to come home and be alone in my solitude, regroup, energize myself, take a soak in a tub, do some school. You know what I'm saying? Like being alone is just so therapeutic to me. Um, it is. It's just so therapeutic to me. It really, really, really is. But then there are times where I want to socialize. I need to socialize. And then I get out the house, I socialize. And then I come back home and, be happy all over again. So I did just want to share that with y'all. And I haven't looked it up on social media or on YouTube, but I don't see many people who do go to school, because I watch a lot of nursing videos, CRNA videos, even nurse practitioners, even though I'm not interested in being a nurse practitioner, but they were a nurse before they were a nurse practitioner. So I I like watching their videos and stuff like that. And I really don't ever hear people talk about being a part of the organization, how the organization helped them or didn't help them, or if they was ever offered the opportunity. Um, I don't you don't see people talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You really don't see people talking about it at all. So I wanted to share it. I will definitely continue to share my experiences with these organizations just to see, your girl is a part of an honor society. Okay, who you know? Who you know? Your girl is a part of an honor society. Two honor societies. Okay, stop playing with her. Okay, when I tell you, it's all by the grace of God, though. It's all by the grace of God. Somebody told me that I had the memory of an elephant. I remember everything. I don't necessarily remember everything, literally. This girl at my job told me that, but I do have a great memory, and I feel like that writing stuff down, seeing stuff and writing stuff down, which when you're writing it down, you're seeing it, right? But seeing stuff, I like to call myself sometimes a visionary because I like visualizing. I am such a visualizer. You tell me a story, I'm going to visualize it. Sometimes when you tell me a story, I got to plug my phone up. The battery about to die, child. Hold on. All right, y'all. Based on where my charger is at, I had to bring the phone over here in this area, this way. But look at me talking so much, phone going dead. But yeah, I like to call myself a visionary sometimes because I like to visualize stuff. Sometimes when you're telling me a story, I will ask you questions. I just be like, well, why? What does that make? Like you'll be telling me a story, and I'll be like, was it a white or a black man? And it was like, well, what difference does it make? It was a man. But my thing is like, I have to visualize this person. I will ask you all type of questions about stuff. You can be like, and then I was just walking and I seen this pen on the ground, and I'm like, what this pen doing here? And I'm like, well, what kind of pen was it? Was it like a black pen, a pink pen, a gel pen? Like, it's just like what it was a pen. Like, but in my mind, I have to visualize it. So I ask just unnecessary questions. It's unnecessary to people, but it's necessary to me because I have to fill in the blanks, of the puzzle of the story you telling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I knocked him in his hat. I hit him and his hat fell off. Well, did he have on a beanie type of hat? Did he have on like a top hat? Did he have on a cap? Like, what kind of hat he had? Like, I have to know. But so yeah, so so far I've been doing good, um, and I hope I continue. Right now I have a B in A and P. So I'm trying to bring it up to an A. I have my first exam for this class the 19th, which is a Thursday. So I do have to finish the finish the chapter that I'm on now, which is blood vessels, and then I have to practice my exams for practice the last three chapters for the exam on Thursday. And I don't know what type of exam it's going to be. Last semester, she let us take notes. We can bring notes. And this semester, we can't use any notes. So it's a lot of memorization. And I feel like I do very good with memorization, but I'm not, I'm like perfect or nothing like that. So I, um, I just have to, so that is what Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have 5 days until my first exam. And I'm about to, since it's running outside and I ain't going nowhere, I'm about to sit here and finish this chapter, because this chapter is going to be on the exam. This chapter, the endocrine system, the blood, and the heart. So all four of those chapters, and it's going to be, I think she said it's going to be 25 questions per chapter. So that's 100 questions. And with the type of professor she is, who knows how that exam is going to go. So I'll check back in with y'all, I guess, at that time, and we'll see. We'll see. I'll let y'all, I'll say, because a lot of the work she doesn't do. She just takes the professor who does an online course. She just takes, I guess, what he has done for his students, and she makes those available to us. I don't know if she's going to do the same thing with the exam or not. I don't really know, but I'm hopeful. I'm motivated. These organizations, made me even more motivated because I know I can do it, to the point where if they look at my GPA with my business school, my GPA with this school, and say you're good enough to be in our honor society, I think that that's going to give me the push that I need in order to keep going. And yeah, so thank y'all so much for listening to me talk, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. I was literally just talking to y'all about getting an A in this class, and she have graded our last two grades for last week, and that pushed me right above, a little bit above A. An A is 90 and above, or it's either 89 and above or 90 and above. So I'm at 91.25. I'm no longer a B, but I'm at an A. Okay. But anywho, I can just, now my mission is just to maintain an A and try to continue to get as high and as high up as I can. That way, when I don't do so good on a quiz or something like that, I have some wiggle room of, like, if I'm at a high 90, then I don't do so good on a quiz or an exam, it'll take me to a low 90, but I'll still be in an A percentile. Or a 90 percentile, but I'll still be in an A, if that makes sense. So that's the mission, just to get as high as up in the 90s as I can. That way I can have some cushion when I don't do too good in the future on like a quiz or something. So yay, your girl made it. I'm about to celebrate by, I don't know, maybe I give me a seafood bowl or something like that. I don't know yet. I don't know, but but I made it, y'all. And right when I was uploading these videos to finish this vlog, I seen that and like, yay. So yep, that's all I wanted to say. Bye. Okay, y'all, so this is, and sorry if it's loud, like my heater is on. It's cold. Like we just had an ice storm last night, so it's really cold. But I just want to show y'all one of the assignments that we are doing for the first week of AMP2. It is about the endocrine system, and pretty much she just has us going through. She has the glands already listed, the structure already listed, and we just have to go in and fill in these two columns, which is the hormones that this produce, and then the functions, targets, which is like what does the hormone target, what function does the hormone do, and the disorders that the hormones can cause and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what we have to do. And I also add pictures here because the H is for histology, which is like tissue. And this is what the tissue actually looks like under a microscope for the pituitary gland. And I haven't filled all of the tissues in. You actually don't have to. I've just been doing it that way. Like when I print it out and I use it as a study guide, I'll be able to identify exactly what it is. So anywho, in purple I filled it out, and then I've also in red highlighted like the targets, like the things that it affects, the organs and stuff like that it affects. So we have to do it for the pituitary gland. We have to do it for the thyroid gland. We have to do it for the parathyroid, adrenal, pancreas, testes, ovaries, and the thymus and pineal gland. Those are the only two that I have left to do, which I'm about to do that right now. I just kind of wanted to show y'all like the assignments that, or should I say one of the assignments that we have to do. We don't have many assignments. This kind of takes up a lot of time actually doing this. So we don't necessarily have many assignments. We do have a lot of quizzes and exams. And I think we have a worksheet per topic that we're going to talk about. And I think we have like a good, I want to say maybe like 7 topics. The next one is going to be blood, and I like to start on the subject before we actually get started on it in class. So that's why I'm trying to hurry up and do this now, turn this assignment in, do whatever else that it is that I need to do, which I think is like only one more assignment. And then I can go ahead and get started on blood because today's Saturday. As of Tuesday, we are going to be starting on blood. Not blood vessels or anything like that. It's just titled blood. So I want to get started on that as of either tomorrow night, which will be Sunday night, or as of Monday. I want to start on that before class on Tuesday. So I'm about to go ahead and just finish this up with the thymus and the pineal gland, and then see what else, a couple of things I have left to do for the endocrine system. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the other stuff. Okay, so this is just, as you can see, a slide, but this is one of the things that we have to go off of, or like what they gave us to kind of like use as to fill out our worksheet. And this is exactly how the rat looked at it in the inside when we had to dissect it in person, exactly like this. This picture didn't come from our dissection, of course, but this is exactly how it looks, and you have to go through and find like you have to go through and find the endocrine glands and stuff like that. We didn't do the brain at all. We only just did from the neck down, as you see in the picture. But this is where I will fill out the pineal and thymus information at. The page behind it also gives more detail about the pineal gland and the thymus. So that's what I'm about to use that information right there to fill in on my worksheet, my study guide. So far, I've been doing pretty decent. In the beginning, my exam I didn't do too decent on because all I had was the slides that she had available versus the actual book. After I got the book, I've been doing so much better. Let me talk into the at the book. I've been doing so much better with my quizzes and retaining the information, because give me as much information as possible and let me pick what's, I'm saying, like, I would rather know everything than for you to pick and choose what I need to know, and then something ends up being on a quiz and an exam that you did not go over, and now I'm mad because I should have and could have known that information if you would have gave me everything to soak up. But right now we on blood vessels. So far we went over the endocrine system, which was the first week. Second week we went over the blood. Third week, which was last week, we went over the cardiovascular system, and this week we are going over blood vessels. So that's what I'm learning now. This is the actual video that the professor, who is it's a man, he makes these videos, he makes these PowerPoints, he makes these slides, he makes a whole lot of different things. And this is him teaching us. We go through all of these slides and stuff. He teaches us this. And then eventually we go read the book, learn more information with the book. The only thing that comes from her is during class. And even then, again, it's not much of anything that she goes over with us. And then we go to lab. And I do my lab quiz, I do whatever is mandatory and then I leave. I don't even stay in lab the whole time because I learn so much better at home. If I'm not gonna learn nothing in class, I might as well just be at home learning. That's where I'm gonna have to learn that anyway. So I usually leave lab, but next lab, I think I'm gonna stay so that way I can microscope slides of like blood tissue, blood vessels, and stuff like that, just so I can identify them. Because sometimes that is on our quiz as well. It'll be a picture of a cell or organ or something like that under a microscope, and you have to identify what it is, and stuff like that. So I think that's what, because usually I leave. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. But right now, I'm just about to get back into schoolwork, learning about the blood vessel. I'm still in the beginning of it. Haven't even opened the book to the blood vessel yet. I'm still just going over the slides that the man has provided and given us. And once I'm done with this YouTube video here, I think there's 2 YouTube videos. I'm not sure. But I'm about to watch this YouTube video and I think one more. And then I'm actually going to go to the book and then read the whole chapter for blood vessels on that. And this is this is the blood vessel worksheet, and it's actually pretty short. That's it. Make sure you include some of those words in the worksheet or whatnot. But yeah, so I'm just about to get to reading the chapters, watching the videos, and filling this out, and that way I can turn it in by next week.